welcome back to my channel. Today is the first official day of 12 days of foundation here on my channel. If you've been around for a while now, you know last year I did 12 days of foundation and I tried out a new foundation every single day for 12 days consistently. This is my version of Vlogmas because I know I cannot fully commit to doing 24-25 days of vlogging, which I'm not a vlogger anyway, but I know I can't commit to that. So this is again my version of Vlogmas. But if it is your first time watching, please hit the subscribe button. And if you are a returning subscriber, don't forget to hit the like button. And today the foundation we will be doing a wear test of is the Origins Pretty in Bloom SPF 20. This foundation has been out for a while. I just now got my hands on it. But anyway, y'all, let's just jump right into today's review. Foundation retails for $38, but it is on sale at Sephora for $22.99. It is medium coverage with the radiant finish. It has SPF 20, and this is supposed to provide all-day hydration. At Sephora's website, it doesn't show all the shades, so I can't say the exact amount of shades. And also, when I went over to Origin's website, it only shows the deep shades, same as Sephora. So I am assuming this has been discontinued because there are only deep shades left available on Sephora and Origin. I don't know about any place else. Those are the only two sites that I checked. And I picked up the shade 700, which is very deep neutral. I didn't have a lot to choose from. I had maybe about 4 or 5 shades, so I just went with this one. I felt like this would be the best match, so I'm not even sure if it's going to be too dark, too light, perfect. I don't know. But anyway, today for primer, I will be using the Dior Forever Skin Veil Primer. And this primer, I feel like it's more of an SPF than primer, so that's why my face looks weird while I have a white cast, because again, they claim this is a primer. I feel like this is more just sunscreen, but I do like using it anyway. So I'm going to go in with the foundation, and this is what the foundation looks like swatched on the back of my hand. I'm back with this foundation on, and this is what my face looks like. Y'all, this has really nice coverage. Also, it does give you that skin-like appearance. There are like a lot of ingredients, flower infused ingredients in this foundation I forgot to mention. Also, this goes on really easily. You don't have a hard time blending it out. It doesn't dry down too quickly. It actually feels like a skincare product. It feels really good going on. I feel like the shade 700 Very Deep Neutral was the perfect shade match. Like, I'm just loving the way that this looks. Skin-like. It's a girl over on Instagram I've been following for a while. Her name is Buxom Bohemian, and she always posts about this foundation. She's been talking about it for a while, and now I kind of see what she's talking about. Now, of course, my thoughts can easily change by the time I come back to show y'all what my face looks like, and after I see how this performs and wear it throughout the day. But so far, I really like the way that this looked. Like, I didn't think I was going to actually like this foundation, because again, it's been out for a while, but it just never, I don't know, I never felt like I want to try this out. I'll do my normal wear test, and then I'll be back in a couple hours to give y'all my final thoughts, and we'll see exactly what my face looks like and how well this has held up. Alright, y'all, I'm back after having this foundation on for about 6 hours. This is what my face looks like. I'm starting to get a little shiny in my T-zone area. I have oily skin, so that's not anything that's abnormal. I'm going to get oily at some point throughout the day. What I have noticed with this foundation, that it has separated a lot in certain areas of my face. You can see all of the dark spots I have right here on my face. You can see some down here, even on the other side. I'm sure y'all can see that. Like, this has definitely started to separate. I did have a mask on, so that could be partially why, but I don't know. I don't like when my foundation does this. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm not gonna say this is a very long wearing foundation, because obviously it's not long wearing if it's starting to fade and separate in certain areas of my face. I feel like this is a decent foundation. It has nice coverage when you first apply it. It looks very skin-like. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't it didn't look cakey. It actually didn't even settle on any of my pores or start to settle in fine lines on my face or just look weird in certain spots. Like looking at me straight on, it looks fine, but once you move my hair back and start looking on the sides of my face or any spots where I have hyperpigmentation, you can definitely see it starting to come through. I feel like this foundation will be good for all skin types. I think this will mainly somebody with dry skin probably would really like this. Now someone with oily skin will like it as well, because I have oily skin and I actually do like it despite the fact that it did start to fade and separate. This is one I feel like everybody would actually really like. Outside of that, I would have recommended this foundation if it wasn't being discontinued. Now I wasn't for sure if it was being discontinued or not, but throughout the day I kind of was on my phone and I did some research and it is in fact being discontinued. So I'm not going to recommend a product that's not going to be around within a couple weeks or a month or two. But if this was a foundation that I knew was going to be around for a while, I would absolutely recommend it. Just the fact that it's discontinued, so I'm not going to recommend it. Scale of 1 to 10, I'm actually going to give this foundation an 8. The reason why it gets an 8 is because, again, it did start to fade and separate in certain areas of my face. I like a very long wearing foundation. I feel like most of us do. And I wouldn't categorize this as a very long wearing foundation. So that's why it's going to get an 8. And also, I'm not quite sure of how extensive the shade range was before it started being discontinued. So that's another reason why it's going to get an 8. But yes, so that is pretty much it. My thoughts on the Origins Pretty in Bloom foundation. This is day 1 of 12 days of foundation. So y'all leave y'all comments below if you have any questions about this foundation. If you tried it out, what were your thoughts? And I'll see y'all tomorrow for day 2 of 12 days of foundation.